This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Sudden Construction Signs. We didn't want to drive that road anyways. It's Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. Welcome back to your favorite podcast ever, Another Great Day.
Specifically this exact episode.
This one, yeah, November 14th.
Favorite ever, yes.
Because who here hasn't driven down a road and thought, all right, fine, I didn't want to go down that road anyways. But you really kind of did.
Yeah, you really
Because it's real convenient.
There's one in Denton right now that I go to Rusty Taco.
Right next to the Fuzzies.
And
on Industrial.
I can't drive it.
Yeah.
And I wish it was drivable.
It'll make a man mad.
I assume at some point it will be smooth as glass.
Oh, it's going to be great. Think about the potential for ice skating if it ever sinks. It'll be wonderful. Anyways.
It was also very bumpy. Yes.
It was the surface of the moon. Well, I'm Aaron, and this is my road construction averse co-host, Chris.
Hello.
We are here to bring you another rip-roaring episode of Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. And heck, we might just have a little fellowship along the way. Well, it's Tuesday, and that means we're going to do Tuesday's segment, the word of the day. Yes, today is the word of the day. And as I lull you in to the world of words, imagine a giant dictionary opening up before you. You're shrunken down inside the world of dictionary land. You have shelves and shelves of words. Or maybe they're people words walking around. There goes cat. Looks like a cat. There goes airplane. Looks like an airplane. The emotional words, I don't know what they look like. But anyways, Chris, what is today's word of the day?
Today's word of the day might seem like you already know it, but I'm going to reintroduce you to this word.
All right.
Today's word of the day is great.
What's great about it? Heyo.
The definition of the word great. It's things that are very good, very large, or very important.
Interesting. 3 completely different meanings of the same word.
So it's a large or a big amount of something. Of being good, of being big itself, or being very important.
Oh, do you have any examples of this?
So here's a bunch of other words that have the root
Chris
of great.
Hold, please.
Oh.
It is I, Etymology Man.
Oh, hello, Etymology Man.
And I have one thing I need to say.
Yes?
I have to go to the restroom.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to leave my sidekick, Definition Boy, here to explain. Take it away, George.
Hello, I'm Definition Boy, and I have a definition. I have lots of words for you.
All right, Definition Boy, I'm back. Chris, take it away.
I'll be back later.
Goodbye. Thanks, guys. See ya. Thanks, Etymology Man.
Wow.
And Definition Boy.
I did not expect any of that. All right. Well, the word great comes from a Latin root.
Ooh.
Of magn. M-A-G-N.
Interesting. Okay.
And you find this root in lots of other words.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to look at something very small?
Ooh.
Do you use a certain thing, a certain glass thing? What do you call this? Like when you're a detective looking for clues.
Oh, that would be a magnifying glass.
So at the beginning of that word is M-A-G-N, magd, which means to make great something small.
Wow.
Great. There's our word again.
You
great.
learned something.
Magnification. Same kind of thing. Magnitude.
Ooh.
It's the greatness of how big it is, how large it is.
That's awesome.
Magnificent.
Oh.
Another way to say great. This is magnificent.
Yes, Definition Boy was magnificent at his definitions. We just couldn't stop giggling.
Charlemagne, which I think is very funny. It means Charles the Great, because Maine is spelled Magn.
Interesting.
It looks like Charles Magna.
Wow. That's really, I didn't know that. That's neat.
So, yeah, Magna means great. So when you graduate high school or college, you might have a magna cum laude, like stole or something like that, or
yeah,
like
sometimes
a
there's like a string, or
extra
a pin.
string. That means with great praise. Loud means praise.
Yeah, you're being lauded. That's great.
Yeah. So Magna Carta is the great charter, the great Carta, Magna Carta.
Magna Carta.
So anyway, there you go. Oh, and Magnum, this is for people who have interacted with guns, means the greatness of a bullet size.
I love that. That is cool.
Like Magnum PI.
Who would have thought that there was so much to the word great?
Yeah.
It's like an onion, a word onion. You keep peeling it back and finding all new fun facts inside.
And what's funny is we use it today in all sorts of non-great ways.
It's true.
So that's why I wanted to bring it up, is that I wanted to kind of remember what it was meant to be used for. Because sometimes we just say something like, hey, look, I got some food. Well, that's great.
Yeah, great.
And it's not.
Was it great? Was it large? Was it important?
Yeah, like we use words very flexibly.
Yes, we do. So, we've gotten lazy. We got to get back in shape vocabulary wise.
I just like knowing that you can use it this way, because then you can be very creative.
That's true. It gives you more creativity ammo.
So recently I read some, it's going to sound really, really dusty and boring, but I read a little bit of Shakespeare.
Oh, and now Dusty Talk with Chris.
And I was amazed at how flexible he used all the words. Wow. I'd forgotten why he is considered a great writer. Because there's just so much packed into a sentence. Anyway.
It is like,
it's like visual art made into words. Anyway,
I like that.
Let's keep going.
Well, let's hit that button over there and get out of this dictionary. Ding. Zoop. All right. Cool. Dictionary land is over, and that'll take us to this day in history.
That's the wrong one. Wrong sound. I'll
Do
try
you
it
guys
again.
like that? If you are like Pavlov's dog, you know that was actually the question
It's
song.
true.
And now to this day in history.
There we go. We gotta write it.
Hey, all good. What happened in 332 BC, before Christ? 332 years before Christ walked the earth?
300 years.
Wow.
Alexander the Great was crowned Pharaoh of Egypt.
Uh-oh, Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Oh, Alexander, let my people go.
Different Pharaoh. Yep.
He had some rapid conquests,
So
didn't he?
here's some fun facts. He had rapid conquest. At the age of 20, he became the king of Macedonia.
Wow.
Within a decade, 10 years. So think about the last 10 years of your life. If you're only 10 years old,
I've conquered very few kingdoms.
In 10 years, he conquered basically everything from Greece to Egypt and almost as far as India.
Wow.
10 years.
That's tremendous.
It is crazy. This is why people, apparently the internet thinks that people think about Alexander the Great all the time, the Roman Empire.
He did quite a bit. It's pretty amazing. Was he tutored by anybody important?
So another fun fact, he was tutored by Aristotle.
Get
one of
outta
the greatest
here.
thinkers of the old times.
Wow, that's awesome.
Philosopher Aristotle.
Did it instill anything in him?
He... Thank you for helping me with the script, Aaron.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm trolling you so hard.
He loved learning and loved learning from cultures. That was the thing about the Alexander the Great's empire, is that as they would come into a new place, they would basically say, you can keep all of your traditions and all of your thoughts and religions, and your people can stay doing the same things as long as you just make sure you respect us.
Wow.
And that's how he had his empire so huge for so quickly.
Interesting.
It was a very peaceable after fighting.
Yeah, amiable, right?
It's a conquest.
He did have to conquer you.
He did,
but then
conquer
after
them.
that, he
So-
was like, "Well, we're gonna keep your toys and my toys."
Yeah. So the last thing that's interesting is that he always carried a copy of the Iliad with him, an epic war poem about the Trojan War, written by Homer.
Dope.
Different Homer.
Woohoo!
And now we can go to question
of the day. Chris, that was an excellent This Day in History. I actually learned some things today, and that's fun. All right. Here's the question of the day, folks. If you've got anybody around you or you have the guts to talk to a stranger, ask them, what memory do you have of something great that happened?
Yeah, in the cereal aisle, turn, because you're at the grocery store, listen to this.
Yes, or at the gym.
Yeah, turn to the person to your left and say, what memory do you have of something great?
That happened, or that you did something great.
Something great that you did.
All right. Discuss. Do it. Okay, Chris. Do you have something that comes to mind? Something great that you did or that happened to you? Because I do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
All right. Something large?
It was very important to me. Yes.
Okay. What you got?
In my olden days of high school, I was voted most humorous 2 years in a row.
Wow.
And that was great.
Back-to-back champ.
Because I took a lot of pride in making people laugh back in the olden days. But I, kind of like Alexander the Great, I would conquer with humor, but I would not use it for evil.
I don't think he conquered with humor. But
I was kind of the comedy Alexander the Great of my high school. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty fun. That was a good thing.
Something great you did. Okay. I witnessed something great. Well, it's interesting. I've been in planes flying over like huge cities in I don't know. I feel like when I fly over a large city like New York or something, its bigness feels, I don't know, just immense.
I'm with you. It's like looking at the ocean.
So many people. And so much history. I don't know. I feel like I've experienced greatness through locations. So that's very
100%.
abstract. But
No, that's great. And I think honorable mentions would be for both of us. Marriage. Each of us married wonderful women.
Yeah,
that was great and important. And we had children, which is another great thing.
That is a great day.
And we also got saved.
That's
so
true.
We could keep going all day, folks.
There's lots of things that are great.
Well, turn to your neighbor in the cereal aisle and tell him how you got saved. Or don't. All right, great talk today, Chris. Hey, just trying to get some evangelism going on the podcast here. Well, let's take a break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Take it away, Wes.
Hey, guys. Hey, why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. Have another great day.
I love bagels.
Really? Why is that?
Because they're delicious.
Oh, we'll be right back. That's awesome. All right, well, that'll bring us into today's word of wisdom. Every day we read a little bit out of Proverbs, help us to be wise. All right, we're in Proverbs chapter 25, verse 14. Chris will do the NLT. I'll do the Amplified. Here we go.
A person who promises a gift but doesn't give is like clouds and wind that bring no rain.
Wow.
I feel like that's very, very relevant to Texans.
100%.
Look up at the sky and we see. Oh, wait, no. My friend has a gift in their hand. They don't give it to me. No, just joking. That's not true.
Give me that cookie. Like clouds and wind without rain is a man who boasts falsely of gifts he does not give.
Oh.
That is a stinker right there. I don't like that.
There we go.
Like if you had chips and I wanted one, and you're like, I have chips. And can I have one? You
almost
go,
imagine
psych, I don't have chips.
A person who might have chips would be like, I could give everybody chips.
Oh, really?
And then they don't.
And then they don't. All right, well, let's hit that music and go. This is the end of our show, folks. I'm glad you listened and tuned in to another great day. Our mission here is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy this podcast, please take a minute to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app and share us on social media.
Yes, help us get some good old-fashioned fun out onto the internets.
But most importantly, we hope you make it
another
great day.
We will see you tomorrow.